Hello everyone and welcome into more Challengers here. We got the film studio as the removed set. I really should be calling that out. Holy two-build Batman. I think that we go, Vendor, I think is the obvious one here. And then I think we redraw, because there's some decent cards we could hit here. So we go Vendor and Skeleton. And kind of, see what then comes to us next. I think that's a good... It's a okay start. Would have liked to see another Vendor or a Juggler here, but it's fine. Like, we can do either of those things. We'll see what happens. Okay, usually the first phase is not that hard because... really nothing to remove in the first phase. Again, there's no situation where you're going to have... Well, I guess you could with the Shapeshifter. You could have more than 6 unique. Rare, though, does that happen. All right, so he goes Rescue Pod. Good for us that he does not hit it, because the Rescue Pod has to get the flag and lose the flag. This person grabs Spider Shapeshifter. This person grabs Skeleton. And Pony. So this person grabs double Skeleton. So that informs our decision here. The good news is outside of the Pony, we don't see any vendors, we don't see any AI. That's really, really nice. All right, whatever we get, we'll take the card here. So, we got possibilities. We got possibilities here. All right, can we beat this? Nope. Oh well. I cannot tell you enough that you should never sweat losing match number 1. All right, so this is a pretty easy draw, AI and Skeleton. Because now we've got a bunch of 2-cost things. The other thing that I have found in this game, and then I just am one that I don't want to deal with the bench space. And I find that maybe I'm incorrect, and maybe I don't have any data to back this up. And then I'll make the point I was going to make. I find that people lose more matches to just straight up I decked. I just didn't have enough bench space than they do to like I ran out of cards. And so I am just more in the camp of I would rather just keep the bench, like take the one less card to keep the bench spot open. Okay, so what I was saying before I had that, the nice thing about this build is that, so I can go 2-cost, but then I can also go like the yellow cards. And so, holy cow, did my opponent get 4 skeletons to start off this game? And I have 2, so that means the 6 of the 8 skeletons have been drawn. That's nuts. So this person here, if they get this, they are in prime position for this orange build to be very, very fruitful for them. However, oh gosh, I love a double Butler, but I don't think it's what I want. I think I'd rather just redraw here. Okay, love a Juggler here. And then I also love a Talent here, simply because it doubles up the card here. All right, I am going to... I don't want these newcomers. I don't need them. I know that makes me go down to 8 cards, and temporarily that's not great. But they're not going to help me. So the other thing I'm looking for with this specific build is a mascot. Because I have all these different symbols, mascot's going to be excellent for us. I would have liked to hit another AI there, but yeah, I think we can get away with it. Especially if maybe we can pick up a UFO early, like pick up a UFO in H4. Maybe we can get some, because it adds 2 A cards. So like maybe we can get vendors, jugglers, AI, other things like that. Other great cards, Cooks are really great cards in this situation. Yeah. I like picking up the early win. That gives me some confidence. Again, while it I mean, it matters. I don't want to say like losing early is what you want to do, but like really you don't have to start winning till like round 4 at the earliest, and even you can get away with like if you take round 5, 6, and 7, you're probably gonna go to the finals, unless someone has gotten unless someone has gotten like a bunch of passive fans. Um, you're probably going to make it. All right. Let's do this thing. All right. I would like my AI to come out. So yes, AI, then my skeleton, then my champion. All right, don't hate that defending with 3, and that got, so AI, skeleton. And I'll also get the additional boost for my little skeleton here. The only issue with my AI coming out this late is there's really not that many cards left in my deck, because I did get rid of all of my newcomers, which, again, in short term, I simply do not care about. But I do have 2 talents left in this deck, which I believe are all that I have left in this deck. So, awesome. And this is, I mean, ideally the most powerful player because they have won the first 2. Fine. I can't say that I super care. And we really were not that far off from beating them. So that's nice. You never want to get like blown out. All right, we are going to go the B side here. Man, Cook and Teenager are, well, Cook definitely. Do I transition here? I don't think I can fully. I think I can just go Cook and Teenager. And this is still pretty nice. Man, if I didn't have the second talent, I would get rid of both of those. But I do have that second talent, so... All right, I think we just roll with 7 for right now. Because the Teenager won't be nothing. Because I do have... You know, I kind of got a little hybrid thing going on. Again, I've got like vendor buffing the juggler. I've got this buffing this. I've got the AI buffing all this stuff. I've got the Cook buffing everything that's defending. So this is kind of a smorgasbord of it's a lot. There's a lot of different things that I'm doing. And this can work. I'm not sure that this specific situation is going to work, but I have had it work where you kind of like there's the committing to here, I'm going to go all in on this build, and then there's the okay, I can all right, so I want this to be on top and this to be second, because then that Teenager will get buffed, ideally, depending on how the cards get taken. Hopefully will be buffed a little bit. Okay, it's going to be buffed by nothing because I had to use 3 cards to get rid of that bat. Yeah, that was not ideal, especially because all the first 7 of my cards were all unique. Yeah, that kind of sucked. What's everyone else doing? Oh, this is Mr. I've got like 20 skeletons. Yeah, Mascot would be also great to hit here. I would like to hit that. right. Okay. That's freaking hilarious. I think we just do that. I think this vendor isn't doing enough because all it's going to buff is this juggler. And so I think I'm going to remove it because I keep 10 cards and I have 6 unique. And I think that's better. The juggler I like because it has utility in this deck. I'm not as in love with what the vendor I like when you have multiples and you really go with the okay, I'm going the yellow build. Because now we're to the point where I gotta start putting up some victories. Who am I playing this round? We are round 5. I am playing this person. So the good news is that I'm not playing this person because this person's won all 4 matches, and this person just won theirs. So I'm playing ideally someone who's a little bit on the back foot. Now, I mean, it's hard to know that for sure because obviously, you know, your deck can boost in power when you get cards, but a lot of this game is, you know, the luck of like when do I play this person, when do I not play this person, and all that jazz. All right. Been talking a lot, and I went to a wedding last night where I shouted and sang all kinds of songs, so my voice is feeling it. All right. That's horrible. Hate to see that. The one downside of this deck is that I really need certain things. Like I need to see the AI, the cook, AI especially. The fact that I haven't seen it is not great. The cook in the bin is on the bench is nice. Oh, this is Mr. 50 Skeletons. Which is why, okay. I'm going to go teenager here because, yeah. This is actually pretty decent with defending with 6. Especially with all these skeletons who will, okay, that's not ideal, but we caused my opponent to use up so many cards that it just doesn't matter. I'm hoping it doesn't matter anyway. All right, so question is, what is this last card, or what is one of these last cards? Is this the last card? Oh, it's a shark, and I just lose. All right, we're close. I'm gonna go B. Man, Mascot is pretty good here. Double Necromancer is also pretty gross, and I think that that's just better. And I think we remove the Juggler because now it's like all these pairs we can kind of get. So we got like this AI cook defense, this 2 build with the orange build in there. And then we can recur all of these things that have 2 power. Like that's the nice thing about the Necromancer is it's not like we can just recur everything. So I want the AI. The 2 skeletons there are not bad either because those will buff my teenagers. But I really would love to see the AI. Okay. That's fine. That'll give us a target for that'll give us a really, really, really good target for when my necromancers come. I think in order to get in the finals, we gotta win 6 and 7, which I think we have a good enough build to do so. Okay. That's Okay, we're going to do that because this will help us beat... This will reduce the amount of cards we need to beat this 9, which is key. I'm going to put the skeleton back on top just because we can put something back on top and that will recycle things. Defending with 4 is okay. I would rather be defending with the teenager, but so be it. My opponent getting rid of the mascot with the submarine, really nice. The other thing, we know there's not another C card waiting for us because they can only get a maximum of 1. I don't believe there are any cards that can get you, like, I mean, I know, like, with the rescue pod, there's a way that you can see a, man, this AI has at some point got to appear before anything. However, I just need to beat this and then I win because he doesn't have a spot for that shapeshifter. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So now... Okay, Vampire is great. And then I think we're going to redraw. I really don't love the submarine. I just do not. However, I'm just going to take it in case there's like a, you know, weird thing that my opponent can get one. I don't know. I'm just going to remove it. This vampire is what I'm looking for. So at this point, I'm going to go in with 7 unique with the idea that we can just recycle. I really would love a game where my AI comes out like, I don't know, first. That would be excellent. But you can see here that, like, a hybrid build can work. That you don't necessarily have to say, all right, I've got orange cards, I got to go the orange build. It's like, okay, I can do this orange build, but then I can also kind of keep this, you know, 2-cost defense in the bench type thing. I've done this with the one. What I want to try to do is see if I can hit the cards for the 1 power build. Because if you go all in on the 1 power build, I think it sucks. But I've had it to where I do this, like, hybrid where I do some of that stuff, but then also have something else with the deck that helps make it go. And I have found that that is very, very helpful. So hopefully we'll kind of maybe hit one of those, because there's some times where it's like I start the game with like double makeup artist, and then I hit like, I mean, I just hit like a bunch of stuff that's like I can't not do this. It's just irresponsible. All right. So this is the person who's hot. Do not love that the teenager came out early. However, we do have ways to recur that teenager. So I'm not super worried about that. Love the AI and the cook coming out. Don't love this is taking 3 cards, but it is worth it. My opponent gives me something, which is not good, because now when I hit that... Now when I hit my stuff, okay, so put a level B card on top. I'm going to put this one on top. What I have to hope here is that I can recur enough stuff that this doesn't matter. However, that's going to be bad because I'm not going to be able to... I'm pretty sure my opponent has more cards in their deck to be able to beat a 5. So yeah, this is that annoying. The holograms are really annoying. This card, I shouldn't say. I have a love-hate relationship with this card. Anytime it's against me, it always seems to just go really, really great. The problem is, so what they could do is they could dump a teenager, they could dump another necromancer, they could dump another cook. Like, they could dump stuff in my deck that would actually be insanely good for me. And so while now, granted, in this case, this is what you're hoping for with this hologram, which is I already was going in with an additional card in my deck, and now I get another one, and it just straight up sinks me. Okay, so this person went. Man, if this person had their hands on teenagers, that would have been gross. So yeah, we didn't do so well in there. However, we were close in pretty much every round, and that is a game of challengers where sometimes it just you just don't hit the cards when you needed to. You need one or two things to go your way, and it just doesn't. And that happens, especially in a game where you can't say, all right, here's how my deck is going to go, when you're just shuffle up and hope that my deck works. You kind of are at the mercy of, well, hopefully my cards go the way they should. I'm actually kind of curious of how this ends. So, but I do think that the deck worked to where we probably could have used like one more AI. It also is a little bit disappointing that we didn't see enough of the orange cards first, because we probably would have gone with that build. Though I guess I am happy that I didn't go 2 straight videos building that deck. However, I think it's far and above. If you hit it, it's one of the best decks out there. Anyway, so yeah, but now here you see like that person is now filling up. Like, so if he can just beat this, it's out. Yeah. So maybe I should look at the hologram being more useful than I think it is. I need to not be so worried about giving my opponent a perfect draw and just like trying to bench out my opponent. So thanks for joining us. If you're enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and we will see you next time.